In a world permeated with barbecue websites under the control of tyrannical administrators, there was one man, a one-man army. He broke all the rules. He allowed his members to speak out, give their opinions, and make the website what it is today. Get ready for Greg Rempe and the Barbecue Central Show.
Live from Cleveland, Ohio, it's the Barbecue Central Show.
Welcome to the Barbecue Central Show. This is LA Talk Radio. It's Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard, broadcasting live from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame city. Thank you for joining me. A very good Tuesday evening to you. Happy to have you. Thanks for pulling up the chair and joining me for another episode. Got a great show lined up for you, as we do every week. Jam-packed with interviews of people on the cutting edge of everything that is happening in the world of barbecue today. So, again, happy you joined me. If you know what you want to talk about tonight, maybe it has nothing to do with the topics that I'll be talking about, which is certainly fine, and at your discretion, which I'll be telling you about here in a minute, feel free to call in. This segment is always good to call in. Of course, the tail end, fourth segment, free-for-all, is always good to call in as well. Let me give you that contact information so you can do it, 216-220-0966. That's 216-220-0966. Or if you want to email me, you can certainly do that as well. And the email address is bbqcentralradio@gmail.com. That's bbqcentralradio@gmail.com. While you have your email open, go ahead and blast off a few emails to your friends. Let them know the Barbecue Central Show is on the air with the link, latalkradio.com. Tell them to click on the Listen Live little image there on the homepage. You'll be rolling. They'll be converted to Centralites sooner than later. Of course, you can always keep up with everything that's good in the world of barbecue and grilling by going to the website, thebarbecuecentral.com. And if you've missed a show here on LA Talk Radio, just go ahead and click on the Barbecue Central badge, and you'll be taken to the bio page where there is a complete and full list of all the shows in archive format. If you like iTunes, you can do that as well. Just search the Barbecue Central Show or search me by author name, and you'll find everything that you need to do. 216-220-0966 or bbqcentralradio@gmail.com. So here's what's happening on the show tonight. Next segment, I will be joined by a growing friend of the show. Let's call him a growing friend. That is Canadian cookbook author, barbecue expert, grilling expert, really niched out from all the massive amount of research that I've done here over the last many weeks and months on this individual. Really niched out his specialty there in the plank grilling, plank cooking side of things. His name is Ted Reeder. He's penned upwards of 12 to 15 cookbooks. Actually, through correspondence with him today, just told me that he just got done penning his newest cookbook, which deals with plank grilling as well. We had him on a couple months ago. We got to do the whole history of Ted and what he's into and what he likes, what he doesn't like, and so on. But we did touch briefly on the plank grilling stuff, so I do want to get into that a little bit more. I want to focus a segment on the plank grilling. That's kind of like the red-headed stepchild, the bastard son and or daughter of the grilling and barbecue world. So I want to hone in on that because that's really something that I would like to do myself, but I never think about it. It's really nothing that's ever really kind of forced out there. And to me, when somebody mentions plank grilling, all I think about is fish and cedar planks. And then there's a whole expansive world outside of that. That's what you got to love about the barbecue and the grilling. If you like it in general, there's niches upon the niches. There's specialties upon specialties that you can run off and get into. After that, I will be joined in the third segment by Jay Curry. Jay Curry is the maker of Spice Wine Cookers. Spice Wine Iron Works, I believe, is the company that is formal, but he does make the Spice Wine Cookers. Now, these aren't the traditional offset steel type pits that you'd see in drum fashion, like a Close, like a Gator pit, like a Bates, like a Diamond, to name any, like the char grillers that you even see in your Home Depot. The vertical main chamber, the offset firebox. No, these are vertical cookers. And Jay was a company that I had made many now months ago in the very first show or two of the Barbecue Central show, going over all of the different types of cookers that are out there on the market and available. And Jay was right up there at the top as far as the vertical cookers made. Of course, you have Stumps, you have Spice Wine cookers are the first two that really jump off as far as a charcoal-driven cooker. Of course, the Fast Eddie or the FEC, which is made by Cook Shack in Ed Morin. Pellet-driven, so we can't necessarily correlate them in the same type of category, but vertical nonetheless. So we'll be joined by Jay Curry, third segment, to talk about his brand of smoker and all the associated stuff with that. He does actually have some award-winning rubs and sauces that we might be able to talk about, too, right there at the tail end. And, of course, fourth segment, free-for-all, anything goes. Your thoughts about the show, your thoughts about previous shows, and, of course, you have a chance to win a 2-pack of PD River Swamp Sauce from our good friends at PD River Swamp Sauce, and you can find them at swampsauce.com, and that will be mailed out to you. Typically, you have it by the weekend, so you can jump right into it. I always ask that once you try it, you at least give me an email or shoot Tim down at Swamp Sauce an email and let him know what you think about it. He's graciously decided to keep on this sponsorship here for the rest of the year, and that's what we have. Got some more giveaways coming up here. We're just tightening some information up with another sponsor of the show. That's Fred's Music and BBQ.com with some rubs, so stand by for that. When we come back, we'll raise up Ted Reeder at the Hard Rock in Chicago. Stand by. Scotty?
You're listening to the Barbecue Central Show on LA Talk Radio.
Get going from site to site to get all your barbecue and grilling supplies and make your first and final stop at Fred's Music and BBQ.com. In the market for a new barbecue pit, we have all the big name brands like Big Green Egg and more. As a matter of fact, Fred's is staffed by eggheads and carries every single part and accessory for the egg. More of a pellet head, you say? Then check out our full lineup of Traeger smoker grills. Fred also carries Pro-Q Barbecue, Bradley, and Weber smokers, as well as a full lineup of charcoal grills. And once you're outfitted with your new cooker or grill, you'll find absolutely everything you need to make your barbecue and grilling experience a success. Fred is a direct retailer of companies that sponsor the Barbecue Central show, like Wolfra Barbecue Seasonings and the folks at the Barbecue Guru. But you can also get your hands on a full lineup of spices, rubs, and sauces to marinades, accessories, love charcoal, wood chips, pellets, chunks, and even the great grilling tools by Steven Reichland of Barbecue U fame. Check Fred out on the web at fredsmusicandbbq.com or check out their fully stocked showroom in beautiful downtown Shillington, Pennsylvania.
The future of barbecue is already here at thebarbecueguru.com. From the amazing guru that monitors and controls the temperatures of any charcoal, wood, or electric pit to the Caldera Tallboy knockdown smoker. Yes, it breaks down and stores flat, yet it's still a robust, sturdy, portable cooker and smokehouse. It also serves as an efficient temperature-controlled convection oven using wood or charcoal. The Tallboy is designed to fit all catering pans and can be used as a warming oven. You can cook in any style you choose. Make ribs, chicken, jerky, vegetables, smoked cheese, whatever you want. Take it to KCBS competitions and unload it from the trunk of your car. TheBarbecueGuru.com is where you'll find the Caldera 3-Bay Caterer. It's stainless steel and uses charcoal or sterno for chafing purposes. And it doubles as a 3-bay sink or wash station with hot water and knocks down in seconds with no tools required for transportation and storage. The future of barbecue is here at thebarbecueguru.com. That's www.thebbqguru.com or call 1-800-288-GURU.
The Big Green Egg is the most unique barbecue and grilling product on the market, with its unmatched capabilities and flexibility that surpass all other conventional cookers combined. It's a smoker, a grill, and an oven. You can literally cook any food on it year-round, from appetizers to entrees to desserts. The Big Green Egg lights fast, and it's ready to cook on within 10 minutes, and no need for that yucky lighter fluid. The ceramic walls retain heat with an accurate temperature control, so there are no hot spots. And since the top is down while you're cooking, there are no grease flare-ups. Its handsome, unique, and decorative design produces the juiciest and most succulent food you'll ever taste. And don't forget about the world-class customer service and the lifetime warranty that goes along with every unit. You can find out more about the Big Green Egg by visiting their website at biggreenegg.com. That's biggreenegg.com. The Big Green Egg, the most versatile and unique barbecue and grilling product on the market.
Now, let's get back to the Barbecue Central Show on LA Talk Radio.
LA Talk Radio, it's the Barbecue Central Show on your Tuesday evening. Appreciate you joining me tonight. You know, I hate to do this. If you know by now, you know I'm a stickler for everything as far as in a production stance. Everything has to be perfect. But to now, I have to actually call into my guest here. He's a big shot. He's in Chicago doing business.
Good evening. Thank you for calling. Welcome to Chicago. How may I assist you?
I need room 2012, 2012, please.
May I have the name of the guest?
Yeah, Ted Reeder.
My pleasure to connect you.
That lady did not.
Hello.
Ted, Greg Rempe, Barbecue Central Show. We're live.
Hey, how you doing?
Not too bad. How are you?
Very well.
We're catching up with you in Chicago.
You got it. That's where I is.
What's happening in Chicago?
I'm down here. I do some product development consulting work for different companies, and one of my clients is based here in Chicago. And the main part of the business is ribs. We cook ribs. And my job is to go in and develop new rib products.
Ribs seem to be like the favorite thing of anybody, even if you're just a basic, ancillary participant in barbecue. That seems to be like the meat of all the four, standards. Rib seems to be the favorite of everybody. What do you think that is?
One, they're delicious. Two, they go with beer. And three, they go with Jack Daniels. So when you get all three together, you've got nothing better than a good meal.
I can't disagree with that at all. So I'll take you at that. I wanted to have you back on tonight. Of course, we talked like a month or two ago, and got the whole big history of Ted Reeder and your 158 grills and smokers and so on. But we did touch on the plank grilling part, and I did want to have you back on to kind of do a whole focus segment on that. So I've just recently found out from you that you actually just got done penning yet another book regarding the plank grilling. So kind of give us the basics again about what it's all about and how you want to go about it.
Plank grilling is a hot, fast way of smoking food. If you have a gas grill and you don't have a real smoker, but you want to have that great flavor of smoke, an easy way to do it with your gas grill is to plank it. You can also do it on a charcoal grill. And it's a very quick way of infusing smoke into the food. That's the basics of it. There's no turning the food once you put it on the plank. You close the lid. You pretty much, like that Ron Popeil, set it and forget it. And you don't have to do it on high heat, and you don't have to do it on super low, but you can do anything on a plank, from baking a cake to smoking ribs to doing a prime rib roast to making lasagna or mac and cheese to even doing Twinkies on a plank.
I was going to ask you about that too. How about prepping? How about prepping the planks? Just kind of the basics.
The basics of it is you, number one, need untreated wood. So you can't go out and take something off your back deck, your neighbor's fence, or a railway tie you happen to see on the side of the road. Bottom line is you want to buy clean wood. Untreated wood is the best. Now, what the second part is, you're looking for a semi-hardwood or a hardwood. A semi-hardwood would be like a cedar. Cedar seems to be the standard and is the most aromatic when it comes to plank woods.
Right.
Gives a very sweet smoke right off the top and infuses. But some people don't like that strength of the cedar. They find it too sweet and sometimes overpowers the food. And so you move into the harder woods. The harder woods give a more delicate and easy push on that smoke flavor. So you can plank on an oak or on maple or on apple or even on a hickory plank or a mesquite plank. And there are all different types of planks available. There's some companies that are specializing in only manufacturing or processing planks. There's a company called Montana Planks, and they're growing trees strictly for the business of planks. And they're small trees that they're cross-cutting, and it's an all-natural full slice of a tree. And it's a beautiful product. You then soak those planks in water or beer or wine or apple juice for a minimum of 1 hour so that it picks up some moisture, so that when it cooks, it's not going to ignite immediately on your grill, and it's going to give you a sweeter smoke coming off. That's the basics. Put your food on it, close the lid, forget about it. Just check it periodically to make sure that the plank's not on fire.
And just to point out again that, a lot of basic people that are, when somebody says they're going to plank grill something, I immediately go right to the cedar, as you said. It seems to be very popular, but there's similar flavors of wood that you would find that I would cook with on a regular barbecue offset, like a stick burner. Same thing for planks. So in that realm, what kind of plank flavors go with what meats? What would you suggest?
Well, hickory is a beautiful flavor. So I recently, for this new book that I'm writing, I decided, okay, can we smoke racks of ribs straight on the plank? So I actually put a rib rack so that I could fit more racks of ribs on a plank rather than 1 or 2 racks. I was able to use a large, wide plank, and I put 4 racks of ribs on there, rubbed them down with my favorite seasoning, put them on, set my grill at 200 degrees, and smoked those ribs using hickory wood, and it was amazing. It was just like I'd fired up my big smoker and taken all the sweet time to do it, but this was just nice and simple. Applewood goes great with chicken. Maple and oak I find to be very, very subtle. So if you just want a hint of smoke, it works great. Works with delicate seafoods. Great with chicken as well. And then cedar gives you the big punch, and it goes great with salmon. I mean, primarily people like plank salmon is done with cedar. That's the tradition. But you can flip up that wood to anything you want and experiment and try and get the flavors that you like. Because barbecue and grilling and smoking is all a personal thing. It comes down to your preference for you and your friends and your family. It's about having that fun in your backyard and creating the flavors that you like.
One of the questions that I got quite a bit after our first meeting was, how many times can you actually reuse a plank? Is it like a one and done, or if it's not, where's the throwout point?
I have a standard thing that I say, and is you can use a plank twice. Once to cook your food on, and secondly, to throw in your fireplace.
As a fire starter for the next round, huh?
That's it. I mean, it's the problem by you reusing the plank is once you've charred that wood on the bottom and created the smoke that comes off of it, anything else that's going to come away from it is just going to be bitter. So you're not going to get that sweet smoke that you want. The second thing that happens is that the plank takes the flavors of the food and infuses that into the wood. So if you cook salmon on that plank and then you try and reuse it again for chicken, you're going to have chicken that tastes like fish. So if you are going to reuse a plank, and there are some instances that you can, one is that the plank wasn't severely scorched on the bottom. 2, you scrub it down with hot soapy water, and then take a piece of sandpaper and any of the char on the bottom, brush that off. But that's a lot of work for something that's relatively inexpensive.
Right.
That you can go to like Home Depot or a lumber yard and cut 15, 20 planks for under $10 and have a good time.
Now, as we just said a little bit earlier, you just finished penning. Pardon me. You've just finished penning a new book that deals with plank grilling. When can we expect to see it on the shelves? And what was the angle with this book versus the one you had done previously?
The book should be hitting the store shelves come the spring of 2009. It's a North America launch across Canada and across the United States. And it's an expansion on my previous book called The Art of Plank Grilling. Mm-hmm. And what I've found is the more that I've planked over the years, the slower, the lower the temperature has become. I found that with the planking, the more I planked, the lower the temperature, the better the food came out. So this is more of a learn some different techniques. We've done a bit of construction work with the planks. We've made a chili grill so that you can do your stuffed jalapeno peppers on a chili grill, only this time instead of a piece of metal there, you've got a wooden board that's built with legs so that you can actually smoke and get those flavors right into it. We bake lasagnas. We bake cheesecakes on the plank. We do brownies. We do Twinkies. We do sandwiches, burgers. We've got these Beeralicious burgers that are the size of a large baseball. And you just form them and put them on the plank. There's no turning. There's no squishing. It's easy cooking. And for the average guy that wants to get out there and girl that wants to experiment and learn to cook, these are easy recipes to do that infuse great flavor and great smoke into the food.
And where can people go to find out more about you and how to get your associated products?
You'll come on to my website, tedreader.com. That's TED for Ted, and Reader, READER.com. You can email me at ted@tedreader.com. I'll answer any of your grilling or barbecuing questions. The bottom line is I'm a chef. I love to cook. I love to eat. And every day is a good day when you can fire up a grill or a smoker.
No doubt about it. Ted Reader talking about plank grilling. Ted, always appreciate the conversation, especially looking into more of the plank grilling side of things tonight. And we'll look for that book when it comes out next year. Of course, we'll probably have you on about 85 times before then anyway. So, again, appreciate the conversation, and we'll look for you here in the future.
Thank you very much, Greg. Have a super night, and everybody, make it tasty, make it delicious.
Take care. Ted Reader. If you need him, again, tedreader.com. He did email me a saying, spank dat plank, baby. I think that'll be the only time I say that. When we come back, Jay Curry from Spice Wine Smokers. Stand by.
You're listening to the Barbecue Central Show on LA Talk Radio.
The future of barbecue is already here at thebarbecueguru.com. From the amazing guru that monitors and controls the temperatures of any charcoal, wood, or electric pit to the Caldera Tallboy knockdown smoker. Yes, it breaks down and stores flat, yet it's still a robust, sturdy, portable cooker and smokehouse. It also serves as an efficient temperature-controlled convection oven using wood or charcoal. The Tallboy is designed to fit all catering pans and can be used as a warming oven. You can cook in any style you choose. Make ribs, chicken, jerky, vegetables, smoked cheese, whatever you want. Take it to KCBS competitions and unload it from the trunk of your car. TheBarbecueGuru.com is where you'll find the Caldera 3-Bay Caterer. It's stainless steel and uses charcoal or sterno for chafing purposes. And it doubles as a 3-bay sink or wash station with hot water and knocks down in seconds with no tools required for transportation and storage. The future of barbecue is here at thebarbecueguru.com. That's www.thebbqguru.com or call 1-800-288-GURU.
The Big Green Egg is the most unique barbecue and grilling product on the market, with its unmatched capabilities and flexibility that surpass all other conventional cookers combined. It's a smoker, a grill, and an oven. You can literally cook any food on it year-round, from appetizers to entrees to desserts. The Big Green Egg lights fast, and it's ready to cook on within 10 minutes, and no need for that yucky lighter fluid. The ceramic walls retain heat with an accurate temperature control, so there are no hot spots. And since the top is down while you're cooking, there are no grease flare-ups. Its handsome, unique, and decorative design produces the juiciest and most succulent food you'll ever taste. And don't forget about the world-class customer service and the lifetime warranty that goes along with every unit. You can find out more about the Big Green Egg by visiting their website at biggreenegg.com. That's biggreenegg.com. The Big Green Egg, the most versatile and unique barbecue and grilling product on the market.
Forget going from site to site to get all your barbecue and grilling supplies and make your first and final stop at Fred's Music and BBQ.com. In the market for a new barbecue pit, we have all the big name brands like Big Green Egg and more. As a matter of fact, Fred's is staffed by eggheads and carries every single part and accessory for the egg. More of a pellet head, you say? Then check out our full lineup of Traeger smoker grills. Fred also carries Pro-Q barbecue, Bradley, and Weber smokers, as well as a full lineup of charcoal grills. And once you're outfitted with your new cooker or grill, you'll find absolutely everything you need to make your barbecue and grilling experience a success. Fred is a direct retailer of companies that sponsor the Barbecue Central show, like Wolf Rub Barbecue Seasonings and the folks at the Barbecue Guru. But you can also get your hands on a full lineup of spices, rubs, and sauces to marinades, accessories, lump charcoal, wood chips, pellets, chunks, and even the great grilling tools by Stephen Reichland of Barbecue U fame. Check Fred out on the web at fredsmusicandbbq.com or check out their fully stocked showroom in beautiful downtown Chillington, Pennsylvania.
Now, let's get back to the Barbecue Central Show on LA Talk Radio.
Barbecue Central Show on LA Talk Radio. Welcome back. 26 past the hour in Eastern Standard Time. Well, I guess it'd be 26 past the hour regardless of where you were. That was Ted Reeder in our previous segment, tedreeder.com. As promised, joining me now is a maker of an outstanding barbecue pit. Differs kind of a little bit from what people would normally think about when they talk about barbecue pits. It's a vertical smoker. It's a spice wine smoker, and Jay Curry joins me tonight. Jay, thanks for joining me tonight. How are you?
I'm very good. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course, it's my pleasure, Jay. We did a podcast, it's probably a couple years ago, but now we're kind of live internet radio, so I wanted to have you back on and talk about the spice wine cookers as they seem to continue to grow in popularity every year. So, I mean, how does somebody get involved in the whole pit-making business anyway?
Well, kind of did it by accident. I wasn't happy with what I had at home, and it wasn't holding temperature, and I had to babysit it every 15 minutes, and just wanted something for myself that I could, trust to, leave for, 3 or 4 hours and not worry about it. And that's kind of how it got started. I built something for myself that was insulated, and before I had it built, I had 3 or 4 sold, and I never got one until this year. I finally got myself a cooker at home.
Now, a lot of folks associate smokers, like as I said, kind of like the horizontal types, the closest, the gator pits, the baits, so on. But you've kind of gone away from that whole aspect in the horizontal deal and gone basically completely opposite. You've gone upwards. So where did you get the idea to kind of break that mold and go up instead of out?
Well, there's a whole bunch of different pits out there, and there's a lot of really good ones out there. It depends on what you want to do with it. The stick burners are different than mine. They're offset and they use regular firewood.
Right.
I wanted something that I could use just charcoal and smoking wood with, and an upright cabinet where I could just start the fire and then go away and do something for 4 hours and not worry about what was going to happen. Without in my area where I'm cooking, temperature may get 5 below zero, and I wanted to cook the same at 5 below zero as it would 95 degrees outside.
Mm-hmm.
With some other models, you can't do that. It just depends on how you want to cook. I mean, there's a lot of good cookers out there, but it depends on how you want to cook.
Do you think that there's a difference between in taste between the guys that are cooking on sticks and the guys that are cooking on uprights?
No, there's none at all. I mean, sometimes they win. I mean, I'm a competitive cook, and I've been cooking in competition for 8 years now. Sometimes they beat me, and sometimes I beat them. But I feel like I have a little bit of advantage when the weather starts going south. I mean, I'm going to get 4 hours. I know I'm going to get at least 4 hours of sleep. And if it's raining and the wind's blowing, somebody's going to be working, but It's not going to be me.
Now, when you started doing this to bringing it to present day, I mean, how many revisions and revamps went into this before you were like, yeah, you know what, this is really something that I'm going to start to kick out to the market and have people buy it?
Well, we change it every day. I mean, I listen to my customers that already have one. I've picked up quite a few distributors, now and in the last year. I listen to what they have to say. Everybody has an idea of what modifications they want. Some things I'll do and some things I won't, and I leave that to somebody else. But we've changed it and listened to our customers and kind of got a feel for what, and I also I cruise the other barbecue websites to see what my direct competition in vertical insulated smokers have with their issues, and I take that and I look back at mine and say, I don't want to have that issue. What can I do to avoid the problems that my competition is having? So you gotta kind of keep your ear to the ground and listen to what your customers have to say and what your competition is doing too.
Now, smokers are traditionally known for being, a very customized piece of equipment that folks buy. It's a personal thing. Is Spice Wine set up to handle, any type of customization when you order it, or do you adhere more to kind of a ready-built profile?
We have 3 basic profiles of home cookers and 2 basic profiles of trailer cookers. The customer asks for whatever they want custom. I'll see if it'll fit in. If it's going to compromise the way the cooker reacts and cooks, that I won't do it. If it's feasible, we can talk about it. I don't mind making whatever the customer wants, as long as it's not going to compromise the integrity of the cooker or how the cooker actually is supposed to function.
Has steel been a killer for you this year, or has it been not so bad?
Oh yeah, for everybody. And this year especially, the economy's been kind of up and down, and especially right now, and everybody's worried. Our business has been a little bit slower this year. It actually gave us a chance to catch up. We stayed like 12 cookers behind last year. All year we were 12 weeks out on a new order, and we finally got caught up. Like I said, I finally got a cooker for my house this year. But everybody's concerned, and steel prices are up, but we've kept prices steady, and we're still an emerging company in the market, and we have to do what we have to do to get our product out there and get people using them.
Now, you've sold pits to a lot of people, trailer pits, backyard models. You've seen how people go about ordering. I'm sure you've heard, some type of buyer's remorse, not to the fact that they're unhappy with a cooker, but perhaps they didn't do something that they now realize they should have done. Having taken all that information in, what do you think the biggest mistake that customers make when they're actually buying a pit? What do you, as a whole, what do you find them coming back and telling you, man, I should have done this the most of?
Well, the main thing that I get, and I get it a lot of times, is that they underbought. They're like, I wish I would have bought the next size up. And, there are not very many negative things that you'll find anywhere on the web about our cookers. It's just that they say, I wished I'd have bought the bigger one now.
Right.
Because, the one, when they buy the small, our small model, and that's just a home unit that for people that just want to do maybe a ham or a turkey or something like that, it's not meant to cook a competition on. It's a good cooker, as good as the rest of them, but it just doesn't have the capacity. So that's the main thing. I wish I'd have bought the bigger one.
Buy up. Bigger's better.
Well, every time when you go from the small one to the medium on our cooker, it's double the cooking capacity. You go to the medium to the large, it's double the cooking capacity. So, I don't try to upsell anything to anybody. If that's what they want, I explain to them, what they can fit on a cooking rack, and I ask them what they plan to do. And I specifically ask them, how many people do you plan on cooking for at the maximum? And if they say, well, I do some catering, I say, well, the small one is not what you want. You need to go a little larger size. But I don't ever try to sell somebody something that they don't need.
Right.
But for a little bit more, you can get twice the cooking capacity, and we go from there. I try to work with every customer to try to see what they want.
Where can people go to find out more about the Spice Wine cookers on the internet?
Well, we have our website, of course, SpiceWineIronworks.com. I do have a distributor in Florida. I have one in New York. I have one in Michigan, and I have one in Iowa. I'm looking for a distributor in the Northwest, and I had a distributor in California, and I'm still looking for someone, in the Southwest.
So if anybody's interested, get in touch, right?
Well, yeah, they're all listed on my website.
Cool.
My distributors, and who's ever closest. I usually, if somebody calls and say, yeah, I really like your cookers, I'd like to have one, first thing I ask is, where are you from? And if they want one right now, I say, if they're from Georgia, I say, well, there's a guy in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Or if they're from, in the New York area, I say, I've got a guy in New York. Here's his number. And if you still want one from me, I'll be glad to send it to you.
That's right. That's the way to do it, right?
Right. Yeah.
Jay Curry builds the Spice Wine cookers. You can find him at spicewineIronworks.com. Jay, appreciate the insight on how the vertical smokers are made, how you got into the business, and continued success. I'm sure we'll have you on again soon.
Well, thank you very much.
Take care, Jay. Jay Curry. Again, spicewineIronworks.com if you're interested in learning a little bit more. Got a good distribution going across the country. Yeah, I mean, I'm in the trucking industry. Shipping is definitely killer. Fuel is coming down, but shipping prices are not. But forget about that. His cookers are top-notch if you're into the vertical style. Certainly one you're going to want to check out. Again, I'll have all the contact information for you again at the end of the show, and then in the show notes, which you can find after upload. When we come back, 4-segment free-for-all for your chance to win a 2-pack of PD River Swamp Sauce. Call in now, 216-220-0966. Call in with your comments on the show today if you're so inclined as well. Stand by. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Barbecue Central Show on LA Talk Radio.
The Big Green Egg is the most unique barbecue and grilling product on the market, with its unmatched capabilities and flexibility that surpass all other conventional cookers combined. It's a smoker, a grill, and an oven. You can literally cook any food on it year-round, from appetizers to entrees to desserts. The Big Green Egg lights fast, and it's ready to cook on within 10 minutes, and no need for that yucky lighter fluid. The ceramic walls retain heat with an accurate temperature control, so there are no hot spots. And since the top is down while you're cooking, there are no grease flare-ups. Its handsome, unique, and decorative design produces the juiciest and most succulent food you'll ever taste. And don't forget about the world-class customer service and the lifetime warranty that goes along with every unit. You can find out more about the Big Green Egg by visiting their website at biggreenegg.com. That's biggreenegg.com. The Big Green Egg, the most versatile and unique barbecue and grilling product on the market.
Forget going from site to site to get all your barbecue and grilling supplies and make your first and final stop at Fred's Music and BBQ.com. In the market for a new barbecue pit, we have all the big name brands like Big Green Egg and more. As a matter of fact, Fred's is staffed by eggheads and carries every single part and accessory for the egg. More of a pellet head, you say? Then check out our full lineup of Traeger smoker grills. Fred also carries Pro-Q barbecue, Bradley, and Weber smokers, as well as a full lineup of charcoal grills. And once you're outfitted with your new cooker or grill, you'll find absolutely everything you need to make your barbecue and grilling experience a success. Fred is a direct retailer of companies that sponsor the Barbecue Central show, like Wolf Rub Barbecue Seasonings and the folks at the Barbecue Guru. But you can also get your hands on a full lineup of spices, rubs, and sauces to marinades, accessories, love charcoal, wood chips, pellets, chunks, and even the great grilling tools by Steven Reichland of Barbecue U fame. Check Fred out on the web at fredsmusicandbbq.com or check out their fully stocked showroom in beautiful downtown Chillington, Pennsylvania.
The future of barbecue is already here at thebarbecueguru.com. From the amazing guru that monitors and controls the temperatures of any charcoal, wood, or electric pit to the Caldera Tallboy knockdown smoker. Yes, it breaks down and stores flat, yet it's still a robust, sturdy, portable cooker and smokehouse. It also serves as an efficient temperature-controlled convection oven using wood or charcoal. The Tallboy is designed to fit all catering pans and can be used as a warming oven. You can cook in any style you choose. Make ribs, chicken, jerky, vegetables, smoked cheese, whatever you want. Take it to KCBS competitions and unload it from the trunk of your car. TheBarbecueGuru.com is where you'll find the Caldera 3-Bay Caterer. It's stainless steel and uses charcoal or sterno for chafing purposes. And it doubles as a 3-bay sink or wash station with hot water and knocks down in seconds with no tools required for transportation and storage. The future of barbecue is here at thebarbecueguru.com. That's www.thebbqguru.com or call 1-800-288-GURU.
Previously on the Barbecue Central Show.
Barbecue Central Show, name and where you're calling from, quickly.
Oh, yeah, Greg, this is Timmy again from South Carolina. This Tommy too. We just wanted to tell you that we love you so much. We made a fan site for you. www.geocities.com/BigGreenGreg. We love you, Greg.
Thank you very much.
It's the Barbecue Central Show on LA Talk Radio.
Up
Up all night with the Barbecue Central show here on LA Talk Radio. Thanks for joining me. Thanks again to Jay Curry from Spice Wine Ironworks for joining me last segment. Let's see if we got a winner. We go to area code 256, Barbecue Central show, name and where you're calling from.
Yes, Phil White calling from Huntsville, Alabama.
Phil, look at you. What's up?
Hey, man, took your advice you put to me on the forum. I'm after that sauce, buddy.
Guess what?
What's that?
You win it this week, my friend.
All right, how about that?
See, if you call during the commercial break and you outsmart everybody else that's just waiting for the show to come back on. So that's the way to do it. And all you need to do now is just go ahead and email me your shipping information. And I'll forward that down to Tim, and he will get you your swamp sauce. You'll probably have it by the weekend.
All right, appreciate it.
Hook me up with that email, and we'll get it right out to you. Thanks for calling in, Phil.
All right, great show, Greg.
Thanks, appreciate it. Phil, Huntsville, Alabama. Man. That's like, that's south. Isn't it? I want to know from the people in the chat room if I still look 10 years younger. Evidently, with the wife's new laptop and the new optical camera, I look not only less skinny in a healthy way, but younger. So I'll take that every day of the week and twice on Sunday. All right, that's going to do it for this week's episode. I want to thank my guests, Ted Reeder, famed Canadian cookbook author, expert barbecuer and griller, and the man that obviously likes to drink Jack Daniels and beer and eat. 3 things I like in a guy. I shouldn't have said it like that. You can find out more about Ted at tedreeder.com. Don't forget he's got a new book coming out next year on plank grilling. Really good information about plank grilling that we had tonight. Following segment after Ted was Jay Curry from Spice Wine Smokers. You can find out more about Spice Wine Cookers at spicewineironworks.com. Thanks to Phil White for calling in and winning a 2-pack of Petey River Swamp Sauce, which, by the way, is the winner of the Barbecue Central Sauce Contest from last year. And we thank Tim Patton from Petey River Swamp Sauce for donating those 2 bottles of sauce every week, doing it for the rest of the year, which is now only 6 weeks before the end of the year. So thanks to Tim for doing that. Thanks to Sam for running the sound in Southern California, Los Angeles to be exact. Don't forget, coming up after me at 10 o'clock, Broad Topics. This week, the Broads are talking about slumber parties. Plenty of girly fun will surely ensue, so stay tuned for that. With Laura, Joan, Kelly, and Jillian. And we'll see you back here next Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Barbecue Central Show. This is your program host, Greg Rempe, U.S. American. Good night now. From site to site to get all your barbecue and grilling supplies and make your first and final stop at fredsmusicandbbq.com. In the market for a new barbecue pit, we have all the big name brands like Big Green Egg and more. As a matter of fact, Fred's is staffed by eggheads and carries every single part and accessory for the egg. More of a pellet head, you say? Then check out our full lineup of Traeger smoker grills. Fred also carries Pro-Q Barbecue, Bradley, and Weber smokers, as well as a full lineup of charcoal grills. And once you're outfitted with your new cooker or grill, you'll find absolutely everything you need to make your barbecue and grilling experience a success. Fred is a direct retailer of companies that sponsor the Barbecue Central show, like Wolf Rub Barbecue Seasonings and the folks at the Barbecue Guru. But you can also get your hands on a full lineup of spices, rubs, and sauces to marinades, accessories, lump charcoal, wood chips, pellets, chunks, and even the great grilling tools by Stephen Reichland of Barbecue U fame. Check Fred out on the web at fredsmusicandbbq.com or check out their fully stocked showroom in beautiful downtown Chillington, Pennsylvania.
The future of barbecue is already here at thebarbecueguru.com. From the amazing guru that monitors and controls the temperatures of any charcoal, wood, or electric pit to the Caldera Tallboy knockdown smoker, Yes, it breaks down and stores flat, yet it's still a robust, sturdy, portable cooker and smokehouse. It also serves as an efficient temperature-controlled convection oven using wood or charcoal. The Tall Boy is designed to fit all catering pans and can be used as a warming oven. You can cook in any style you choose. Make ribs, chicken, jerky, vegetables, smoked cheese, whatever you want. Take it to KCBS competitions and unload it from the trunk of your car. TheBarbecueGuru.com is where you'll find the Caldera 3-Bay Caterer. It's stainless steel and uses charcoal or sterno for chafing purposes. And it doubles as a 3-bay sink or wash station with hot water and knocks down in seconds with no tools required for transportation and storage. The future of barbecue is here at TheBarbecueGuru.com. That's www.thebbqguru.com or call 1-800-288-GURU.
The Big Green Egg is the most unique barbecue and grilling product on the market, with its unmatched capabilities and flexibility that surpass all other conventional cookers combined. It's a smoker, a grill, and an oven. You can literally cook any food on it year-round, from appetizers to entrees to desserts. The Big Green Egg lights fast, and it's ready to cook on within 10 minutes, and no need for that yucky lighter fluid. The ceramic walls retain heat with an accurate temperature control, so there are no hot spots. And since the top is down while you're cooking, there are no grease flare-ups. Its handsome, unique, and decorative design produces the juiciest and most succulent food you'll ever taste. And don't forget about the world-class customer service and the lifetime warranty that goes along with every unit. You can find out more about the Big Green Egg by visiting their website at biggreenegg.com. That's biggreenegg.com. The Big Green Egg, the most versatile and unique barbecue and grilling product on the market.